Well, Dallas County has now had 52 flu deaths. The Fox Medical team is focusing on ways that we can all protect ourselves. Beth Galvin joins us live from Atlanta. God, it's really bad here. It seems to be really bad all over the country, but I mean, there's only so much you can really do, Beth.
Yes, good morning, Lauren. You know that they're still pushing, health officials are still pushing the flu shot, even though it may not provide very good protection. They're still encouraging people to do it, but there's a lot you can do, you know, also to try to keep yourself well.
Yeah, you said there's a habit that a lot of us are guilty of that really could get us in trouble. What's the habit? I'm curious.
Yeah, that's the habit of, and I'm so guilty of this, and it's been so hard. I want to just tie my hands down by my side during the day, but it's touching your face. That the flu is a respiratory virus. It's spread through aerosol droplets, but it can also be spread sort of on common surfaces and by touching somebody who's infected. So if I touch a common surface where somebody's been sick, and then I scratch my eye or I rub my nose or I put my hands up by my mouth, I'm getting the virus into my body. That's the quickest way it can get in. So you really have to be careful, not just to not touch your face, but to wash your hands constantly throughout the day right now, preferably with soap and water if you have it, because you know you're really trying to keep those germs from getting in your body. And I talked to a doctor who said, just assume, even if everybody looks around you that is well, you know, looks like they're well, just assume those germs are out there, and you've got to take the precautions. Lauren?
And something a physician told me was you need to be washing your hands for 20 seconds at least. And if you go over there and you go to wash your hands and you count to 20 seconds, it's a lot longer than most people are washing their hands. I'll tell you that for sure.
Yeah. Yes, and I slip up there.
Yeah. Now, if someone in your home gets sick, I mean, what do you do? What's the best thing to do to make sure, you know, everyone else doesn't get ill?
Right, so go into quarantine mode, I would suggest, and that just means sequestering the person off into one or two rooms of the house, so maybe their bedroom and a sitting room, or their bedroom and the bathroom, and then taking care of that person from that area, but containing them to that area, because you don't want them to have sort of like free roam throughout the house where they're on the remote control, where they're on the phone that everybody else uses. You know, that's how the germs get spread. And again, you know, just wiping down, sanitizing. We've really been pushing people hard here to wipe down their workstations. You know, to stay, if they see somebody who's ill, a coworker, stay 3 feet away, you know, to try to give yourself a little bit of distance from that person. But really important to get that germ-killing disinfectant and be using it a lot, in addition to washing your hands, not touching your face, you know, just trying to keep yourself healthy overall.
If you're sick, stay home. Stay home.
Also,
getting a lot of sleep, I know, you know, during this time when your body can be weak is important too. And you say you got to shut off your brain. That's the #1 thing to getting a good night's sleep.
Yes, so this Genius thing, it's the study out of Baylor University, and they looked at college students and asked them before they went to bed at night to make a note, like a to-do list in a notebook with pen and paper by their bedside. So in the 5 minutes before they went to bed, they did that, and the students that did that reported being able to sleep a lot easier, fall asleep, and stay asleep a lot better. And so I've been trying it for the last few days, Lauren, and I'm telling you it's genius, because you're able to, like, all the thoughts that are spinning in your head, you can just put them down on a piece of paper and say, I'll get to that in the morning, and it's right there in the morning, so you're not going to forget, you're not going to drop the ball. And I'm falling asleep, which is genius, I think.
I feel like this happens for a lot of ladies. I feel like my husband, he's like, turns over and he's out. But for me, I'm doing what you're doing, thinking about everything
and then we're like,
to get done.
Yes. We're making those lists, and yes, they're not worried about dropping the ball. They're just asleep.
I'm right there with you. Thanks, Beth.
I feel you.
It is 7:58.